What is up, folks? Love that jam, man. It is Friday night, 7:30 here along the Panhandle. Y'all know what that means. It is time for Panhandle Fishing Report. I'm your host, Smitty, with Smitty's Surf Fishing, and with me always is my co-host.
Good evening, everybody. It's Demo from Finding Demo Surf Fishing Podcast. Welcome to the weekend. We're getting a quite fun start of it over here in our area. We're getting a little of the flash of the sky, a little bit of sound from the clouds. We got some stuff going on. Trucking Live, how are you? First comment of the show. Winner, chicken dinner.
First. I wonder if we could.
You're not first, you're last. And there it is. We don't know who you are, but hey, how are you?
First Facebook user. What is up?
Jason, welcome to the show. It's always good to have you here. So yeah, we got some fun stuff coming to you this week. That's going to be for sure. We got a whole lot of interesting weather, which is actually, needless to say, not bad weather, and some fun reports and a good scroll.
I got a lot in my scroll tonight.
Do you? We flop weeks on the scroll, and I'm starting to think it's when one of us has more poop time. You know,
like, save that one. That's a good one. I'll add that one to. Interesting. Cliff, what is up, buddy? Good evening.
Tejas. And that's Gone Broke Surf Fishing. Hello to you.
Thanks.
All right. Good.
Thanks for joining. Stephen Connor.
Welcome. And as always, everybody, don't forget, go ahead and push that good stuff out there, because we're going to say some really weird stuff, and you never know what's going to come out of our mouths. We have a script that we look at periodically
that we loosely follow.
Very, very loosely. And Julie just said she got chased off the beach. How bad was the lightning starting to show up there? Wondering on that one. Tom.
Evening, Mr. Tom. Captain Bill. What's up, buddy?
Well. Hello to you. Haven't seen you in a while.
Hey, Bill, were you fishing East Bay this week?
Did you?
Truck parked down there.
I was gonna say, did you happen to have a sighting of the old Captain Bill?
I did. I think I did. I think I saw his truck someplace. But
first question, and that's a fair one to start. It's opening up a good. Let's get right into it. Smitty, what's in the cup?
All right, so tonight I'm Andy. What's up, buddy? Yo, Jack. We are drinking Knob Creek smoked maple. This is like breakfast in a bottle, pretty much. It's made by technically Jim Beam Suntory, who puts this one out. But I will share, just so everybody can see. Well, let's go here. All the smoky notes and aroma that it's supposedly putting out. So let's see here. Present. Bruce, what's up, buddy? Share screen. And Kentucky Bourbon Blend. There we go. So here we go. Kentucky Straight Smoked Maple by Knob Creek. 90 proof comes in at. So color copper to medium amber. I'll give it that. It is a copper to medium amber. Full-bodied, inviting maple. It is strong with the maple. I will give it that. And the vanilla. Smoked hickory and the maple. I really don't get the hickory. I get more maple than anything. And the finish is definitely smooth, and it is slightly sweet. So, we were talking this week with a couple of folks in our chat, and not everyone likes the sweet whiskey. They have all like the peaches and the apples and all that stuff that Jim Beam has put out, and some other companies have put out. Crown Royal has put out and everything. But and then Bird Dog whiskey makes a great flavored whiskey. Like their blackberry stuff is amazing. But this is I would say a little bit better than the standard flavored Beam stuff and everything. This has a really good, not too sweet, but like I said, it's like breakfast in a glass right now. So having put that out there, what is your opinion on whiskeys for those listeners and viewers that are watching? Flavored, sweetness, what is it that you guys like, or you just stick to the straight hard stuff?
See, right there, Steven's got seeing that gives me an idea for a bread pudding sauce, or maybe a bananas Foster. You got that sweetness, a good dessert drink. So I think that could be a fun one.
It definitely is.
Dustin whiskey.
Dustin, whiskey good. Whiskey good. It is. Yeah, I bought a bottle, so I went in. We had to run up to Publix, grab some stuff for dinner. So I'm like, I need to run to the liquor store because I want something different for tonight's show. And I also got another bottle of the benchmark, but this time I went with the full proof, which is about 125. So basically, it's like cask strength, comes right out after the pour. So I didn't crack into that. I figured tonight I'm just going to go with sweet. Since I had pork chops for dinner, this kind of pairs nicely with the pork chops.
It's nice. I like where your head's at.
Hey, I'm a little bit. There's some thought behind. what I'm drinking in the evening.
Some
So,
method to the madness.
yeah, there you go. Method to the madness. Andy say, still love my Fireball. Yeah, Fireball. I got a bottle of that sitting in there too.
See, Fireball, I can't drink it. It makes me think of Aftershock, like our younger years of drinking Aftershock in Boone's Farm.
Yeah,
like
Aftershock was better, like Rumple Mints.
Yeah.
Rumple Mints, Goldschlager, any of that.
Goldschlager. Good God. The amount of dumb stuff we put in our bodies when we were young. That's just brilliant. Switch to the Facebook side. Oh, tracking. Gotcha.
Nice.
All right. So hey, if any were in Four Roses. Right. Four Roses. I mean, that's up there with like Tequila Rose. Yeah, strawberry tequila liqueur.
Now, Four Roses bourbon is actually pretty good.
Four Roses is actually good now that I think about it. My brain went right to Tequila Rose for some reason.
Oh,
what do you think of Moonshine Pickles? I don't know. I've never had them.
So I had a bottle of that. I still have a bottle. I haven't thrown it out. But I had pickled moonshine. It had pickles in it, but I didn't refrigerate it or do anything with it. So it's in the liquor cabinet. Now I'm thinking it probably spoiled. Nowhere does it say refrigerate, but I'm still a little leery of eating the pickles and drinking it.
Pickles don't need to be refrigerated.
Once you open them, if they're
protected.
Are they? The alcohol protects them?
I don't know. It just sounds good. It's your liquor, not mine.
That's why I'm not drinking it. Right.
This week's show is sponsored by GI Jigs. Use code PFR for 10% off your purchase. GI Jigs are a patented handmade jig head custom designed around the eye and made with unique characteristics to entice fish into reaction strikes. Check them out at gijigs.com.
There you go. Hippie, what's up, buddy?
Well, I did not fish this week. I was gonna go out with Jason and I were gonna go out, and then I'll admit it. So after my first week of work, I wanted to do nothing but sleep. As you can see right now, I'm ready to go right back to sleep. So I didn't get a chance to go out with him. He had a great day. He got some good fish, and then Sunday, my day just got away from me, so I did not get the opportunity to go out. So no fishing for me. What about you?
I had all the plans to go. In fact, we had the boat geared up, ready to go Tuesday morning. Because Jack had off, so we were going to go Tuesday morning. But I had this, as I sent you earlier, this HOA gig is, yeah, it eats up a lot more time than it should right now.
It's more full time than was originally anticipated on the resume.
Yeah, it's a full-time volunteer position right now. And anyway, but it's all for the good of the neighborhood and making sure that things are run right. But anyway, doing our due diligence. So I did not get out. I had great intentions, but I think I'm going Sunday. Get out and do some stuff. So since I know you didn't go out and I didn't go out, we had to have a filler for this segment of the show. I brought some props tonight to show. So Go Mexis,
I like
one of
props.
Our sponsors.
Show and tell.
There you go. Yep. Go Mexis, one of our sponsors, and you guys know they have the plug and play handles now for just about everything, every make, I should say. Depends on the model, but just about every make. You can always save 10% on the handles or the knobs with our code PFR. And that'll save you 10%, not on the handles, but on just the knob. So we'll have to re-engage that. Now that they've been out for a while, they may offer us a discount code for that. But this is one's for my battles, for my inshore stuff. and love the cork on it. Looks nice on the reel, matches really great with the rod and everything. You guys know they've been watching for a while. I'm big on the aesthetics. Everything's got a color match and look nice.
Yeah, you are.
So yeah, so loving this and loving the cork. It doesn't slip as much as the hard metal uh does that they have on the other one. So and with the black and gold handle looks really great on the battles. Now, what they sent me to use is what they've just come out with, and that is for your pin senators. This is a 4/0 senator, but check out that handle and power knob. I mean, I don't know if it shows up right there, but I mean, just
It's
the
shiny.
extension, because the normal uh, senator handle is going to sit right about here, or right where my thumb is. It's only going to be that long. So the extension there, plus a nice big handle. A lot of folks use these for snapper fishing, right? Um, in the bay or offshore or grouper fishing, just because they're tanks. Made in the USA. These are the last ones. Um, the senators in the 4/0, 6/0 size, still made up there in Philadelphia. But yeah, just you can just get after it. You get that power behind it. Um, awesome setup. I got two of these set up, ready to go. So I figured I'd bring that in and show it. Now they also advertise on their website that they have handles for the squalls, star drag, not the lever drag, but the star drags. And when I was talking to Vernon about that, he said they're out there, but they're not ready to be purchased yet. I'm like, well, why do you have them advertised then? But anyway, because I want to put a few on my Squall 30s, my smaller setups to accompany the Senators. So anyway, they're out there. Go give them a check or go give them a look at Go Mexis, and they're just. I find the football grips and the paddle grips are just uncomfortable.
They are.
I mean, I don't know why. I mean, and some of the manufacturers have gotten smart, and some of the more expensive models, right? So when you get up into the like Slammer series for pin, they have round knobs. They have like the power knobs. You can either have them in Evo or they're a hard one. Um, the and and the DX series. So the Battle DXs have a Evo handle for them, but the regular battles do not. So
Andy, do they have them for the Pen Pursuit? Yes, I do believe so. But on that same note as well, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm down to test this, I don't have a Pursuit anymore. I do believe that the Pen Pursuit ones will fit the battle ones as well. I believe it is a thread count thing, so you should be okay.
it is. It's the these same handles because we tested that because
I remember.
um they and the fierce they'll fit fierce as
Yeah,
well.
that's right.
So
It did fit the
battle
Fierce.
fierce,
That's right.
but marketing purposes um for Go Mexis, they advertise the red and black for a fierce handle because fierces are red and black, but they'll fit the battle HSs, the red and black HSs they fit 'cause that's what I ordered and put on. And the black and gold or black and silver is the pursuit, and they do make those. And the black and gold for the pursuit. So you can order those as well. But yeah, like Brian said, the only ones they won't fit are the when you jump up to the spin fisher,
Yeah, it's a different.
the same handle, the same thread, pitch, and count, and everything is all different.
Yeah, they went a little bit bigger on the old shaft,
Mhm.
so you had to live with it.
Phrasing.
It's all right. They are dynamite on the Shimano. They are Barry. I do love mine on my Ultegras. I very quickly got rid of the Ultegra standard handle and moved to power knobs, and they are significantly better in my opinion. I love them. You guys have seen it. If you see any of my setups, I've got all of the Gomexis on there. They're just great. I did learn one important thing though, and that is don't forget when you screw it back together, make sure there is a rubber washer or a packing, depending on how you like to call those, on the shaft by the last bit of the threads. That is important. A couple years ago, if you got one of the old models, it doesn't have the rubber, put it on there. That is actually it's the way that the won't come undone. Basically, it's a lock washer, if you will.
Hmm.
So yeah, it doesn't really throw the balance off, Barry. I know you agree with that one. It keeps it good there. Bigger on the what?
Yeah.
You heard me.
I said what I said.
It's just like I was gonna say when Mike held up his new reel, I was like, "Oh, that's 6 inches,"
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
Uh,
how
all
it
right.
happened.
Openings and closures.
And there's the turn.
Moving on.
Told y'all, you never know what we're gonna say.
Yeah. Red Snapper recreational water still open every weekend from now. So today, tomorrow, Sunday, and every weekend from now to the end of month November to include Thanksgiving Monday, I think that is, or Thursday, whatever day that.
I think it's a Monday.
Trigger season still open till the 31 December, and gag grouper. All right, so the internet must have heard me because I posted last week, or we said on the show. Haven't seen too many pictures of grouper, and then next thing you know, bam, Facebook feed started just blowing up with grouper photos. So, but the grouper season's open till 11 November on that one. Tournament sales and seminars. We got the Real 30A seminar at the Big Chill in Inlet Beach coming up September 21st, 5:30. Blake Hunter from Real 30A will be out there. Fish Bites will be out there. Sinker Guy will be out there. And I think he advertised Frisky would be there as well. So there'll be a lot of folks out there. If you guys haven't been out there, it's a huge outdoor setup. It's awesome. It's got restaurants, bars, things like that. You can grab a drink, sit there, watch the presentation up on the stage. It's only about an hour, and then it rolls into Thursday night football this week. So they'll have the big screen up with the football game going and all that good stuff. So Jack and I plan on heading out there. It's a heck of a drive, but we have to leave here by about 3 to be out there by 5:30 when it starts. So it's crazy. Hook, line, and sinker seminar series sponsored by Hot Spots Charters at Flounders Fish House. We always advertise these on Pensacola Beach. They're coming up October 2nd. Still no topic announced. They're always about a week out. Then they'll drop the topic for it. And then the Legendary Marine half hitch tackle and 30A light tackle seminars held at Legendary Marine in Destin will be October 3rd. The topic this month is how appropriate as we roll into the Destin Fishing Rodeo. So anything and everything you need to know about the Destin Fishing Rodeo, they will be discussing. So good stuff out there. That's all I got.
Well, I hope you have fun. Unfortunately, I will not be able to make the seminar this year, which I'm a little butthurt about. I wish I could, but unfortunately, somebody got a couple hours of dance that day, and I don't get a chance to miss that one. So that's going to happen. This weekend, we have the Outcast Bait and Tackle Fall Blowout started yesterday. And it's going on until the 17th. So if you need any stuff, heard a lot of great things, lots of good gear up for grabs. So if you're in the market, head up to Outcast in Pensacola. Go get yourself hooked up there on their blowout sale. September 23rd and 24th, Alabama Slamma with Bon Secure. October 6th to 8th, first annual Emerald Coast Inshore Slam. That's in the Pensacola area. 6th to 8th as well. Kids Can Fish St. Simon's Island Running of the Bulls Georgia tournament. Smitty will be there. I'll be there. Justin will be there. The Sinker Guy will be there. Barry will be there. Berg will be there. Fish Bites will be there. It's a freaking gathering, man. It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be a good time. We're looking.
It's gonna be a lot of people, so it's gonna be a fun tournament. Locally, October 7th and 8th, and the Navarre Fishing Rodeo is back in town. If you're a surf angler and that's your game, you can get in the open one. I would move into one of the other categories, though. I have my reasons. That's what I would be doing this year. So, where am I? Oh, I messed that up. Huh? Yeah, what? I didn't put the friggin' date for it. It's that same weekend. So October 7th is Okaloosa Island inaugural Take a Kid Fishing Day on the pier. They've got that one going. It's also the same thing. It is Navarre Pier will also be open that weekend for free. They do the same thing. October 20th and 22nd, Panhandle Salt Pompano Showdown. It's going to be right here in our area. We'll have the weigh-in up there at the brewery again. It'll be good times. October 28th, 29th, Bon Secure coming in again with the Fishing Club Fish for Families. So again, you can take a look at the website on that. Look up Bon Secure, SECOUR, on social media. You'll be all taken care of there, and plenty of good stuff.
Absolutely. There's a lot going on in October.
Yeah, it does. I mean, hell, you know how it is, man. October is our happy month. We start getting into the fun in October, November.
Yeah, it is definitely. Yo, Deerfield.
Hey,
What
Brian.
is up, Brian? What is happening? Um, yeah, October by far, I think is the best month fishing down here. Um, April, mid-April to mid-May, and then by far October, um, number one, and then the May, April, number two,
Yep.
April, May,
And then
number three.
screw summer.
Yeah. Although,
Let's
this
say
summer hasn't been that bad. Um, Fishing from the surf right now is kind of slow, but I'm just saying that the J word has been obsolete.
that was the only good thing about this past summer. That was the only good
Well,
thing.
I don't know. So from a surf fishing perspective, uh, a lot of species in close.
That's true.
Um, at the beginning of summer. Now in the last month and towards the end of July, it's just blazing hot,
Yeah.
and everything was gone pretty much. But now things are starting to slowly come back in, and water temps going down.
Real Halen, what's up, man? Good to see you.
What's up,
Good to
buddy?
see you. Another fun East Coast of Florida coming in there for the show. Good to see you coming around.
I have some East Coast, well, one East Coast, two East Coast things in my scroll tonight.
Ah,
Yeah.
oh, how
Stick
very
around, East
generous of
Coast.
you, sir.
I know, right?
What is going to be our question of the week? We were talking pre-show and I couldn't find that, so
So,
yeah,
yeah,
there you go. That there, if
yeah,
someone's going to tell you this and you know like who's out there, that tells you everything you need to know.
yeah. It is. It's getting better day by day. It's getting better. Uh, so I had an idea for the question because I forgot to put it in there, and then it was
Uh,
almost
uh,
saying as we were
busy
we were
life.
talking. So because we were trying to talk, we are trying to find Carl Phelps in our comments posted a good question, and Brian and I remembered it at the same time. I was like, damn, Carl had a good question last week. What was it? And we didn't have time to find it once we got on and started doing our pre-show stuff. So, Carl, if you're on, let us know what your question was. But
Yeah,
in the
what did you
meantime,
ask us?
yeah, what did you ask us again? Um, what do you think the most challenging aspect of fishing here is compared to other saltwater locations? We got people that come in and visit us here from all over the place. Um, East coast of Florida, east coast of um, the U.S., California, Texas. And what do you find to be the most challenging part of fishing this area?
Traffic.
Traffic. Oh yeah,
Yeah. I
that's
mean, not
definitely
car traffic. I mean, people traffic.
yeah.
The
Oh, no
tourism.
doubt.
Yeah, it's and that I mean that even goes to with the boaters. We get people that
Yeah.
come in from out of state. You got the freshwater pond guys that start getting into the backwater, into the bay there, and you're like, "Hey, bud, this is big water. You quit
Mhm.
screwing around. You got to know the rules here. You're gonna cause an accident."
Yeah. Yes, JC, this is the right channel. You're on. This is it.
Yeah, we're just a little tired.
Yeah.
Mike's been staring at fun stuff there, and I've been dealing with that one too. So, uh, oh wow, we got a bunch of so Ed came up with a good one there. We'll have to nail, and then trucking.
Yeah. All right. So I want to go to Navarre and catch pompano coming from Oregon. I'm hoping to get there when the bite is hot and seasonally. So that's funny. Uh, and I don't mean the question's funny, but it's funny to like predicting the season. I would say traditionally mid April to mid May is when you're going to catch pompano in your spring run. And
Yeah.
then probably mid October through November is when you're going to be on a hot fall bite. However, however, this year's been screwy.
Yeah.
Um, and it's been hard to it seems like the seasonal pompano stuck around a lot longer. And in some areas. So typically um Navarre Pensacola has been hot. This year, east of Destin has been hot. It's crazy. A year before that, or was it 2 years ago? Navarre Pensacola was just every day in the fall going out limit on pompano. East of Destin was struggling. on Pompano. So it while the time period may be right, you're going to have a pretty much the whole panhandle to have to search if you're wanting to like get on that hot bite. Uh, Mexico Beach area has been in the spring, and then now we're starting to see reports out in that area um, of hot pompano bites going on out there and whiting. So, um,
And last year, I mean, hell, we couldn't catch a whiting to save ourselves. You mean you could put a
mhm,
whiting tournament? It would have been one of the hardest to friggin' win.
yeah,
Where was
there you
this
go.
other one? Where is it?
As things happen in your trip is, but yeah, that's pretty much if you're flexible and can travel, then and I would say within a 2 hour drive, and that may
Yeah.
not seem like a lot for some people. Um, but for us that are used to going 10 minutes
Yeah.
or 15 minutes,
We're
having
spoiled.
to pack up and go 2 hours, I'm like, I don't need to fish that bad. I'll just, I'll just go over here.
We
But
are
if you're coming from out of town and looking to go do that, then yeah, that's, if you're willing to drive or
ugh,
split the
it's
difference,
so it's so horrible, but it's so true.
it's not so
It's
bad to say, but
I drove 9 hours. Like, dude, I don't wanna really drive an hour. Like,
yeah,
it takes me an hour to get to Destin. I don't wanna do
yeah,
that.
exactly.
Like 20 miles. Yeah, it's that. I don't wanna do that. Yes, March should be a good time. We're gonna be coming out of the cold, so it should start warming up. Uh, in mid-end, I'd say March is a good one. You're gonna find that you're still gonna have a fun move with big black drum. They're going to be here a lot more because you got the cold water, so you'll still have that playing into that area. Reds you'll see occasionally, but yeah, you're still going to get on some good ones in March. March it starts heating up. March is nice. April's better, but March is nice.
Yep. March, you just have the weather to contend with.
Yeah,
Wind and overcast and stuff. So that's I would say out of all the
oh,
months I've had to cancel for weather, March has probably been my high month for canceling or rescheduling
that
charters. Yeah, if it gets cold this winter.
that is
Yeah.
that is the real question. Of what because and I'll bring it up in the scroll or in the weather reports tonight. Uh the water got hotter.
Hmm.
So I'm like, I don't get it, but yeah, I mean, we're gonna be contending with some stuff, and everything's been late this year, so it's been a funky go. Andy, yeah, hey man, I'd love to see some sheepies. I mean, we're putting a dent in the old population of mangrove right now, so
Yeah.
yeah. Who knows what this season's going to bring, man? I mean, we can all watch the water temperatures as best we can, watch the currents, but in the end of it, you're going to be doing the same thing we all are doing: fishing. Just go
Yep.
fishing. You never
Absolutely.
ever know. Yes, religiously. And
So
then I
that
remember.
goes that kind of rolls into the post we put out this week
Mm,
on Solunar phase. Like who follows the Solunar phase? We didn't get too much input on the post on Instagram or on Facebook, but like according to you know the Solunar calendar, last Thursday I think it was a high fishing activity day. So when you go out, how much stock do our listeners and viewers put into the Solunar table? I don't know, right? But
flip a
some
coin.
days I've been out there and I'm like, holy crap, it is on. Like, no kidding, they predicted, they got it right. And the other days you go out and it's like, I don't know what the hell you were talking about. It says I should be at 98% right now in fishing activity, and this sucks. I should
Well,
be back home.
broken watches right twice a day. So
That's true. That is true. Yeah, but you on the East Coast, Barry says he follows the moon phases strictly for tides. Um, which on the East Coast, I would
yeah,
100% agree with that. Over here, at a half a foot or a foot maybe of tidal swing on the beach, doesn't even don't even worry about it.
I love bringing that up in the podcast when I'm talking with people. They're
Mhm.
like, yeah, high, high tide one, high two, bottom two. They're like, what about you? I'm like, we don't have a tide.
Yeah.
And if we do, it maybe I might notice it if I happen to go out and go, oh, hey, cool, the islands are here. Nice. I got somewhere to sit
Yeah,
down a
right.
little further out today.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's like whatever. It
I'll have to
doesn't
remember
has
this spot
zero
when I
effect. I
come back
mean,
on high tide.
but the coefficient though, that's the one I really look at. That
Mhm.
I want to see what the water movement is. Show me the current coefficient. If it's a high functioning, high moving left to right, That's cool. I'm loving that. The old slack tide where the water isn't
Yeah.
moving. Now you have my attention for this sucks. Water ain't moving. That means scent ain't
It's
going all over the place. Yeah. Like this is boring. I'm just gonna sit here and stare at
yeah,
myself.
yeah, yeah. We can go into that too, Barry. Barry says morning bite and evening bite. Depends on the time of
Evening,
year. Depends
stupid
on the time of
mornings.
year.
You guys and your dumb alarm clocks.
Yeah,
Get up all early for work.
yeah.
Fish want to sleep in too, unless
Fishing
I
is
really.
work.
It truly
Sometimes. Yeah.
for us.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
you'll
yeah,
catch
you're right.
you'll catch me hands down. I will jump at an evening bite well before I jump at a morning bite any day of the week.
More catfish at night as you go into the evening. That's the other thing. But anyway,
You can tell who the AM person is and who the
yeah,
PM person is in this
yeah.
in this show.
All right, let's jump into the fishing report.
That's funny.
Moving on. This fishing
Moving on.
report's there you go. Fishing reports brought to you by Rogue Reels Fishing. Use code Rogue15 to save 15% on your order. Rogue Reels makes quality hand-tied fishing leaders like the Smitty rig, a 20-pound, 500-pound class deployment shark leader, and the Demo rig, a heavy-duty double drop rig. Go check them out at Rogue Reels. That's REELZ fishing.com. I haven't seen Rob on in a while. Speaking of Rogue Reels, check him
Yeah,
out.
he's been busy.
I just got a package from him the other day, so I gotta. Offshore. Okay, so Half Hitch Tackle reports King, Spanish, and Bonita as the hot bite this past week. Hotspots Fishing Charters has been on the hot Mingo Snapper and Spanish bite this week at the nearshore spots. Now, interestingly, it was mentioned that the red snapper bite has been hot, but out in deeper water, cleaner water, because of the hurricane that we had move through, kind of muddied up the stuff. So the offshore is cleared up more than the near shore. So if you want to get to the quality, and you can see based on the pictures, you want to get on the quality bigger red snapper, you got to go out beyond like 100 foot of water, and out into the deeper 100 to 125, which is a little bit of a run for us because most of our stuff is near shore stuff within like the 1 to 5 is going to be 50 to 70 some feet looking at. So you're going to have to go out probably, I don't know. There are some closer spots, but I would say on average, you'd have to be out in the 8 to 10 range to get on them. So that's it for the offshore.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sounds like offshore is good. Go to the carrier.
I mean,
You
yeah.
get some holes. Inshore, almost exactly the same. It's seeming like things are going pretty good. Flounder still a half hitch reporting in on the flounder and mangroves. Trout looking real good. A couple on the reds. Outcast reporting up on mangroves and trouts in the grass flats. If you guys haven't seen, if you're not following Perdido Blaine on TikTok yet, he talked a lot about the trout fishing he's been doing and flounder. Paying particular attention to the ambush points with the grass, running that paddle tail right through the grass to the open sandy area. All of a sudden there it is. It's good ambush point. So real good there. Gulf Breeze Bait Tackle talking a lot about grass and mangrove. They're still here and they're big and they're good. So you can still
And
get
they're
after
getting
them.
big in the bay.
They are, which is really weird.
Really big in the bay.
It's not expected. Beach Bum Outdoors, Alabama side. You guys are looking at flounders, some reds, and some mangroves. Easy to get your hands on. Emerald Coast Bait and Tackle reporting in flounders and reds. Definitely good. Trouts in the grass flats. And the occasional mangrove, which was a little bit less than last time. So inshore bites doing real good, everybody. You still got the good weather. We haven't had a lot of changes, and we've had a little bit of rain, but it's been spotty. It hasn't been the whole area. It's been pop-up storms, so we don't have to worry about too much salinity. So if you're looking to get out by the bridge pilings on the overpasses and stuff like that, real good time to go ahead after it. Get yourself out and have some fun.
You mentioned that, and I just remembered I did go fishing last week. That's the type of week I'm having. I'm like, when you said bridge pilings, I'm like, wait a minute. Jack and I were targeting a certain bridge this week, and I'm like, oh yeah, we did go fishing this week. I think it was Sunday. We put in and went Monday. I think it would have been it was Sunday. Anyway, I
don't know what day it is.
I know we're past that point in the show, so no going back now. Moving forward. Surf fishing. Well, we went up into Bayou Chico, and
Yeah.
we're fishing up in that area. So, um, anyway, surf report. Surf's been dead this week. Not much activity at all. A few
Except
redfish are
today.
being caught. Was today good?
No, Julie just posted they caught some keeper palms before they got chased off by the storm. So
Oh,
in the last hour, we had a decent
yeah,
fishing run.
yeah. Okay, I'll get to that.
Yeah,
Surf, surf has been dead this week. Not much fishing activity. Redfish are being caught and sharks with a smattering of pompano and a few whiting. There you go.
Mattering.
A smattering of pompano because it hasn't been there that it hasn't been that good, I should say.
The opposite of plethora, smattering.
It's a smattering, smattering. Just spangle them bitches around, and it's
There's your word of the
uh,
day, people.
I'll have to post that meme.
I like that. I'm gonna find a way to use it this week at work.
There you go. Just a smattering. All right, and that's it for the surf.
Piers, Panama running Spanish pomps. Lots of good stuff going on there. Okaloosa running in pomp ladies, hardtail Spanish bonita, and oddly squid. Big squid, not little squid.
That was brought up too. I wasn't going to mention it in the offshore report, but Half Hitch did make a point to say that, which means it brings in something else that eats the squid, which means the fall run of that fish would be pretty good based on the early show of squid.
Yeah,
Anyway,
fighting belt squid, bringing up old stuff, Barry. Andy, yeah, I wouldn't mind a couple hours. I really wouldn't. Never rocking in Spanish mangrove, yellowtail, ladies hardtail and pomps, Pensacola pomp, red drum, yellowtail, Spanish mangroves, hardtails. Really been about the same, everybody. The piers are still real good. Get out there and get after it. You know, it's still decent fishing, and it's not a bad day. If you want to get out to the end, don't forget, meet somebody, get to know people, go out with an open mind, and not a heavy attitude. Just be having fun. That's the goal. You want to get out and catch fish. Enjoy.
absolutely. That's what it's all about. All right, on to weather. I gotta go.
Weather's looking. I mean,
I
weather's
haven't
looking
looked at
weird.
it. Is it? Go
I mean, not bad. I'm thrown. Last week Jack mentioned that it was going to be, the Sunday was supposed to be a really good kayak day. The morning looked like crap, but you got into the afternoon, it turned into a glass friggin' island. It was perfect.
Yeah, it was nice. 10-day. Let's see. We got rain coming in. I think it was more than 30%. It's it was howling pretty good. So tomorrow's looking good. PM thunderstorms, southeast at 7, north northwest is 10, north northwest at 8. Wednesday, Thursday could be a little breezy, but if it's coming out of the north, it won't be bad. Yeah, it seems to pick up towards the end of the week. So I would say your best bet is tomorrow through, I'd say Wednesday morning, and then it's going to pick up and start blowing for whatever reason. No rain, so I don't see a front coming in unless
No, there's
talk
nothing
about it
really
on
coming
Monday.
on. We got
Yeah.
a weird cell that's kind of
Mm.
hanging out, pushing everything off. I think we're going to see a bunch of JJ. Oh, wow. Hey, dude. How are you?
Yay.
Good to see you. How you been? I haven't seen much for your posts. You been getting some out there? Getting into the old fishy fish?
I did see the steamed crab post he put up.
He did.
How
He did have a nice team.
that was a good recipe there. And somebody else messaged me today. They're out tonight getting some blue crabbies.
Hope they're not now. Well,
Well,
hopefully the storm
hopefully
passed
it's
them.
not. Yeah. Going. But anyway, where did I go? What am I sharing? Okay, yeah, weather.
Oh,
Yeah, but overrides. Otherwise, I'd say first part of the week, latter part of the week's not going to be that great. Are we in
did you see 60s, Jack? I didn't see 60s. Did you? Oh,
66 at night, 67,
it
69?
is. I'm on a smaller screen. I have too many
Yeah.
things open. Let me make
We
this a
got
little bit bigger.
so I would say yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, probably pretty good, and then going into the next week's looking pretty decent as well.
Almost window open weather, man. I am excited for that. I'm looking forward to when it hits 40 at night because the windows are all open in this house.
Yeah, about to get
Give
on
me
the
the
pop
freeze.
soon.
Give me the freeze.
Yeah. Nice. That's all I got for weather. There we
Yep.
go.
Trying.
Mm.
All right. So we're going to start out on the currents here. As you can see, they're looking pretty good. I had a little fun with this today. I haven't really messed with this one before. No, I don't want to zoom in. I want to zoom out. Dum dum. It's been fun taking a look at to see what the speed of currents are. Down here by the equator, rocking in at 2 knots, and then we got a whole hurricane thing going on here, still rocking in at 2 knots. It's kind of a fun little educational piece when you're sitting there bored and if you're on the toilet trying to educate yourself. Wow, killing time. So something fun to look at there. Come on, work with me. This thing is killing me tonight. All right, so the currents are looking pretty good. Nothing big for the week if you were to do the scroll. Nothing that gets out of hand. They all pretty much maintain the same, and it hasn't really gotten any different. So that's pretty good. Sea temperatures, as you can see, following the currents, right? 87. Last week was 86. It's still pretty dang hot. 88 still down south, and the currents are still rocking in at 87. So, yeah, I mean, we're all the way over here. No, I don't want that one. This is why we need an engineer so I can stop doing stupid things. Sea temperature. So, yeah, it's kind of funky there. I'm not loving the numbers here. It has me a little worried for when is it going to change. But for it to creep back up to 87 this close to shore gives me a little bit of a worry for that piece. Anyway, for ours, what's that?
It'll be good.
It's good.
It's all good. It's all good.
All right. As you can see, I'm having real great control issues here. All right. So you guys know about the little hurricane thing going on here. Meh, little guy. New England, you're gonna get swacked a little. Nova Scotia. I sent a message to old Stripers of the Street. Check on him.
Yeah.
He's got the house boarded up. So we'll see how that one plays. This little guy starting to be a little funky here. But like I said at the beginning of the year, El Nino is protecting our area. Yes, it is. Sorry for the rest of us. We love you. But this whole wind coming across here is causing that shear, and it is pushing it up. So Bermuda is having a hell of a year on outer hits. Thankfully, they haven't taken a direct yet, but these have been pretty powerful. This one's going to follow the same thing and hit up that one. It's going to affect your East Coast definitely here, but us, we're not going to be dealing with it too much. Winds are actually going to be pretty calm for the most part, and it's kind of funky. It's going to stay pretty low. It looks like probably Wednesday, Thursday, that's going to be the big change. I'm not going to run all the way through that for you guys there. The one that did catch my attention though is the wave height. I mean, we're sitting here like this, and I like this view because you can really take a look at the power from these storms as this moves on. We're really going to be sitting quiet on as far as height. Maybe we'll jump up to 2. But come Thursday, we're going to be looking at 4s. So that's good if you're liking into the surf. You get that good motion. You can finally, get after some pomp or something like that. Redfish, we all know they love hitting that zone. Make sure you're throwing it right there in the whitewash. That's where all those clams are getting. So here's all that energy. I mean, this is a hotbed of doom. I mean, this thing is just walking around itself. Then we're gonna have some
petri dish of activity.
It is a petri dish. I like that.
I'm full of them tonight, man. I got a bunch of them.
You're very sciencey. I like it. I love that we're in this light color here. Like, yeah, you're gonna leave us alone. You guys can have all this other stuff. We're gonna take it. So as you can see, there's that storm. There's Bermuda, and it's gonna take a nasty shot. But as you can see, the wave's gonna rock through there. This one's gonna also punch up. It's gonna do its little curveball thing and go out to sea. But it is going to leave behind some other ones there because keep in mind from the last ones, as you've seen how the current runs, this is that throwback. Yeah, so as you can see, where are we there? We're on Friday, 3-footers, and we hit 4 there. So it's we got some stuff coming, but nothing that's going to affect your fishing to the point of bad juju. Should be fine.
I had so many analogies to throw through there as you were watching. That was going through. Analogies are, I don't think analogies is the right word, but anyway.
Was I not using the right word?
No. I had like thoughts I was going to comment as
anecdotes, intrusive thoughts,
antidotes. Yes. Cliff. Okay, so let's jump up to Deerfield first here on the thing. What site are you?
That was windy.
Yep, absolutely.
That was windy, and that's in
Facebook user. Spanish mackerel were hot on Chicken Spear the other day. Yeah, that's we'll see in the scroll. Spanish bite has been on. Uh, Cliff, do the fish follow currents or temperature?
You tell me, dude.
I say yes. Um, yes,
Potato.
they do. They follow current and or temperature.
Ugh.
Uh, I I don't know. I would I would speculate that it's temperature. Um, because of the amount of food that is in the water that they're following. Now, current would play a part of that, depending if you're out deeper chasing pelagics, right? You want to be moving water, good and clean, crystal. You know what I mean? For those big, it's a loaded question. Yeah, that's why I answer it the way I'm answering it because it's in a
We're unloading it. Yeah.
unloading it. I'm telling you, yes, both. But yeah, unless you're offshore and you're chasing the pelagics, then the big eyesight. They want clear water. They want clean water. They're going to chase the bait out there. So that's my answer. Yes.
I think it's a good one.
Yeah. Why are you
Seems
setting this up,
seems
Cliff?
legit to me.
We're supposed to be friends, man.
Yeah.
We trying to trip us up for?
You come home and say that. Yeah,
That's
come home
right.
and say that to our
Yeah.
face. You hiding over there in Texas, guy.
All good, man. All good.
Oh
Let's jump to
man.
the scroll.
Oh, okay. Let's go scrolling. Let's see here. You going first? You want me to go?
Mm, I
Can't
don't
tell.
know. I'll go.
You got the whiskey hands.
Uh,
That's why I was asking.
okay. You can go first. Panhandle
All
scroll
right.
brought to you by Green Get 'em Rigs. In a
Oh,
cliff.
I was going to read that, but okay. You
Okay.
got
No,
it.
go
You're
ahead.
already
Go
there.
ahead. I just said it. You go ahead.
You got the other
I
one
think
while
you
we were
started.
mid conversation, so I'll
Yeah.
do the ad. Green Get 'em Rigs. Green Get 'em Rigs has you covered for all your rig bead needs, from the original Green Get 'em to the pink pound 'em and the orange crush 'em beads. These things catch fish. Check them out at Green Get 'em. That's GETMrigs.com.
We appreciate Cliff.
And I'm clicking
Sponsorship.
buttons and I'm clicking buttons and I'm there we go.
Let's see if we got any of the same.
All right, what do we got here? Got the frog throat going. Do 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 do. That guy. Hey, that guy.
Steve Famber, yeah.
Nice 13-incher. He had some good days in the surf. He really did. It was good stuff. Congratulations. Oh, I didn't check the comment
Smattering.
section on our post, by the way.
I did. I got it.
Oh, okay.
It was
I
only
forgot
one.
to go back to that. David Hall got out. Nice red and sweet pump. You're getting some good fish, man. That's a decent one as well. So it's nice to see them popping up and around here. I mean, it's always good to see when people are catching fish. My neighbor, Jason,
Oh, nice.
they had a hell of a day on the boat.
Look at that.
Stringers were nice and packed. That is a banjo.
Yeah.
So he's always got some fun stories. And I always love it when he comes. I was like, dude, you got to come out. I'm like, yeah, you got to let me know when you're going.
Yeah.
Because we suck at remembering these things. Now it'll be weekend trips. Hey, we know that guy.
Yeah, we do.
That little guy. It's a decent mangrove. That is not tiny. Freaking Jack's crushing these fish, man.
Yeah, he is.
Then we get into that guy, Greg Finley, old Mad Dog over in Alabama, doing what he does, sharks and bull reds. Yep. Just nailing it. That was a great trip. He's had some good ones. He's in here twice for me on there. Eglin Range area. Somebody recognized where'd it go?
Frank,
what'd you do with the picture? Frank.
Damn it, Frank.
Screwed it up, Frank. Well, there was Frank's fish.
There it is. Right there. That's a nice one.
Frank, I rely on you for my scroll, man. Brock.
Yeah.
He got out and did what Brock does.
That was a nighttime trip he took out in the kayak.
The guy's got youth energy, man.
As if fishing from a kayak in the Gulf wasn't stressful enough. Now he's going to go out at nighttime and do it. I mean, come on, Brock. Good on you, buddy.
He's just reminding us of our youth back in the day. Yeah. Knock and Tail Lures has been doing quite well. just on trout lately. There's been some good ones.
Mhm.
So if you go over to the Knocking Tails Lures website here, if you haven't used them, they're pretty cool. They got some beads in the tail. It's a good action. Throw a little scent on them. Oh, now they got that's right. He did get the scented. But if you don't have the scented, throw a little bit of scent on there. It's a triple win. You can't go wrong. These are really good. Really, really good.
Yeah. Those look
That
real
why did
good.
that end up in here? That wasn't supposed to be in there. Fat kid
I
wants
don't
his
know, but it's
breakfast.
there.
It's I
Cinnamon.
mean,
I mean,
this is getting made. Brandon shared it. I'm like, you're my friend. I
that
mean,
looks delicious.
it's just yes. All of that, yes. You know what? We'll make it fish one. Next time you guys catch a fish, just go ahead and put that in with the bacon. So now you got the bacon, the fish, the eggs, the cheese. Yeah. That needs to get moved so it doesn't get deleted.
Yeah, no, right. Figure it out.
Larry has been catching the gold monsters, and he's been catching them on fish
Man.
bites, dirty boxers, as you can see here, nice long straight tail. He's had a couple of great ones. It's good to see him catching fish. It's always, Larry's another one that I very much so admire for his fishing. The dude is brilliant.
Absolutely.
Come on, Bry. Now I don't know how big this cooler is, but I know Colt's not a tiny man. So that's a good fish. He had a great catch. Good stack up right there. So the question is that a pompano or a permit?
First quick glance, I'm gonna say permit.
It's permit.
It's permit.
Remember the heads, ladies and gentlemen. Remember the head.
Blunt.
It's all about that.
Tails different, and
this was Tyndall. I don't care what people say, but ladies are fun to catch.
Yeah, they are.
It's just a fun fish. Nice blue. Yeah. Delicious bluefish. All that is all good. And a little sharkage. So. Oh, that's right. Yes.
Spanish. Crabs. That's a pretty good dinner right there.
Little bait. Oh my gosh. Come on, Bri. You're right on target. Oh, yes, this one. Great news.
That's one in. Oh, Alex, yeah.
10,000 redfish were released up here.
Nice.
So this is really cool that this happened up here. I'm very happy to see that. Eventually one day we'll get a hatchery when I win the lottery and I open it.
Little
but
guys.
It's really cool.
Those little redfish.
You're gonna be caught. I'm gonna get you. But Emerald Coast Bait and Tackle, Josh and Anna, they were out there to be a part of this. It was really cool. Few people were, but 10,000 redfish being released is phenomenal news. I mean, it really is for the fishery, for that species, just all good things. 100% great things like that. Awesome. Not sad at all. Greg got in here again. Nice shark. Definitely a great catch. That dude, he's becoming like yoked monster. He's just a giant.
Yeah.
These should be my last. Yeah, these are my last ones. Brock, hey, you're talking about a certain fish, huh?
I know, right? Yeah. I told you. I mentioned it last week.
Nice one there. I think this was Brock's other one too. Yeah, I grabbed that one too. He also got, dude, it was just crushing it.
It's a good week to get out.
Yep. Perfect time out there. The surf's been low enough too. This is the one. Nope, that's the one. I'll bring the other one up, but this one's the one I was really impressive with. Nice. Damn near 100-pound wahoo. That's impressive. There's nothing tiny about that wahoo. No. So I know it wasn't in our area. Don't care. As you can see, it's just really cool. Really, really cool. Yeah. And then in ours, because you want to have that in North Carolina. Yeah. What you got on this? Yeah, not 100 pounds, but it's big.
Pretty close. That's a nice one.
When I saw that, I thought that was Sid. I was like, is that Sid?
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't shock me. Sid's a hell of an angler.
Yeah. All over the place. Let's see what we got. Share screen. Facebook.
Oh, man. Mother of... Wow.
Oh, let's see here. Oops. We're going to go to my saves.
I always love looking at the comments after you're done doing this because you go back and you're all like, huh, where's this? What's this?
Yep. Okay. So I saw this one and this was on Panhandle surf fishing. So I figured I'd throw it up here. In case you don't want to spend $30 on your Yeti bucket lid,
Mhm.
Lowe's has a food bucket twist lid that fits for $9. So
Well,
I
that's
have,
smart.
isn't it? Sits down in there and then it screws down on top. I'll be going to Lowe's tomorrow to grab a couple of those for my buckets.
Tomorrow. Ah, damn, they close at 9.
Yeah, I know, right?
I was like,
Uh,
and I'm going on a road trip.
so this one was sent to us by Matthew Pike. It was in our feed this morning. He says doubled up on Wednesday, West Okaloosa Island, but not exactly what he was looking for. And we'll zoom me in there, zoom me in there, and yeah,
A little
hey,
sucker guy.
a remora and a ladyfish. But hey, it was a tug at the end of the line, and you caught some fish, so that's the
That's a
important.
win.
All right, we said the king bite has been on. Our buddy Mark Holtz over at Real 30, or not over at 38 Light Tackle out of Miramar Beach. That is a nice king there. On the look at
Huh,
there,
yeah.
GI jig.
Look at
Look
that.
at
Look at
that.
that. Look at that gold little jig there.
Yeah, he's been on the fish and of course cleaning up the boat there. But that's a nice fish on a GI jig. Um, all right, we said Spanish bite was hot. Boom, hot spots charters got on them. We said the
Jeez, yeah, he
mangrove
did.
bite was hot. Oh, look at that mangrove
Full table.
redfish. Look at that. I mean, it just. I would say the Spanish bite was pretty hot. That was a good trip right there. Let's see what else do we have here. Oh yeah, look, more mangrove, more Spanish, another redfish. The bay is on fire right
It,
now. I tell
it's
you,
like
it's
he knows where they're at. I'm
yeah, right.
starting to question this. Where are you
All
getting
right,
that
so I'm,
back
I'm going to
from?
skip the Jeanette's Pier one for right now. I'm going to come
Okay.
down here because I got a few. Nice gag I mentioned. No gag groupers, and then we got this one.
Jeez,
So
that's not a
and on
very good one.
artificial, so that was a nice catch there.
On an artificial. Wow.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. A
Probably
little
dropping a
different.
jig or stuff. I'll go back to this. Well, let's go back down here. This guy must have been fun to catch. Bruce Goldsting on the
Huh,
Tuckatahatchee Bay fishing. Nice pompano on a fly rod. Nice. That
that's
is
cool.
awesome. That's a good little fishy there. Where am I at now? Here. Oh, another fun 6 hour trip. Did we happen to mention the Mingo bite was on fire?
Oh, I
I,
swear,
I
Mingo is
don't
one of the
know if
best tasting fish.
Mingo. There's probably some mangrove mixed in there, probably some Spanish if I were to look close, zoom in.
Mhm.
But yeah, not a bad 6 hour trip there. Where are we going down now? Is this one going to come up? There we go. Cullen.
Berg.
Catch him up with Cullen over there. Nice permit over there in the Jacksonville area. That's a beautiful fish. Nice
Yeah.
catch, buddy. Cullen's a hell of an angler, surf angler. Uh, this was awesome. This is a Pompano Joe's Real Works here in the Gulf Breeze area, but nice, beautiful morning out wade fishing. Got him a nice little caddy there. That looks pretty
That is
sweet.
kind of nice. Is that a
You know?
floating one?
Yeah,
That's smart.
just floating. Got him a little redfish, another little trout. Just a beautiful way to spend the morning. So great job there. Uh, boom, that one. There we go. Emerald Coast bait and tackle. I just like that picture of Isaiah there. Look at that broad bend.
Friggin'
Oh, and I
Isaiah.
mean he's hooked up to I think something on the bottom. I'm not sure it was a fish, but it was. It's he was hung up and said, "Hang on, quick, get a picture. Look at this rod bend." And,
A
that's
big
a nice
old
one
water
there.
heifer.
Yeah, it got me a big old water heifer. If you guys are down there in the Fort Walton Beach area, swing on into Emerald Coast Bait and Tackle. Check out Isaiah and Josh and Anna and the whole crew down there. They'll definitely get you hooked up on what you need. Boom, box full of Mingos. Look at that, and some
Yeah, it is.
red snapper. Yeah, I mean that's not a bad little grouper there. Yeah,
Mhm.
not a bad trip there. Um, where are we at? Personal best, deep water.
Holy
Look at that
crap.
one. Look at that. That is amazing.
That's a big fish.
It's a big old red snapper right there. Look at that thing. Way to go, Val. That was awesome. Um, Yeah. Okay. If you're not following the Catch a Memory program here in Florida, every Friday they do what's this fish? Name this fish. And they throw out different species. And it helps you, to kind of identify when you're out fishing what the fish is. They also let you know if it's a life list eligible fish species and if it's eligible for the real big fish certificate as well. So for the East Coast guys that typically call them citation fish in the North Carolina, Georgia, Virginia area, we get a real big fish, is what it's called, and you get a little certificate. We don't get a cool plaque, but anyway, that's pretty cool. So go out and follow Catch a Memory, Catch a Florida Memory, and every Friday they do those. I thought this was pretty cool. Old Brad Bishop took his dog out fishing. Look at that. What a good boy.
Good
He's like,
boy.
I know, such a good boy. Found you a
Yeah.
redfish. Way to go. So that was awesome. Take your dog fishing with you. And the Jeanette's Pier is my last one. Yeah, so I used to go to North Carolina, fish this area growing up and stuff. Uh, so I follow the Outer Banks and a lot of their stuff that they groups. This was the picture from the pier. Look at
There's
that school of
something on the
redfish.
wing.
There is. Look at all of those fish.
Uh-huh.
I mean, boom, like it's almost as far down as you could see and as far out as you could see.
And none of them would bite.
Yeah, right.
Jerks.
They didn't want to. They wouldn't hit anything. No, you could throw a bare hook out there and speed it back to you, and you would
Yeah.
catch something.
The old accidental. Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
that any of us have ever done that.
I mean, that was amazing. That was the last
Oh
one.
yeah, that was really cool. That would have been a fun sight to see.
Heck yeah, I'd love to be on the pier and see something like that.
Tony Tackle popping in, caught about
Tony,
9
what's up,
million
brother?
ladyfish the other day. It's good to see you out there, man. Glad you're getting the chance to get out. That's good stuff. Dustin, good to hear that. Yeah, you guys were out there at a good seminar. You had some good stuff. Yeah, y'all are doing great things over there on the East Coast. We're loving that. Oop, off subject. New bait and tackle store in Navarre. What do y'all think? Heard about it, haven't been there.
Jack went by there today
Yeah, thoughts?
to check it out. They have the essentials of what you need to get you going. The interesting part, or the one service they provide that I'll say none, that our area doesn't have, is they'll rewrap rod eyes and stuff. They have a turning
Oh,
machine in
nice.
there. They have all those. They do have cricket, Chestberry. Um, it's called Holly Bait and Tackle, and like I said, they just started up. They got a little bit of everything in there, but the cool piece of it is if you have a rod that needs to be rewrapped, or break an eye or something like that. If you took it to half hitch, they could do it, but they would have to send it off to be done. Your rod goes to Panama City, I believe it is, for them to do it. I'm not sure if Emerald Coast Bait and Tackle does it. I mean, they may repair an end, but I don't know if they rewrap. It's something I could reach out to Josh and them and see. But the cool thing is that the Holly uh, uh, Bait and Tackle, they will rewrap rods and stuff. So that's pretty cool. And
Yeah.
you're right, Barry. They have they do have cricket, so they do cater to fresh and salt water to get you going. But it's up there by where you at seafood, um, just before you get to where you at. So for a lot of those guys up there that just want to go hit the creek or something like that, they'll pop in there.
Oh no, gotta go to where you at and
I know,
get
right?
lunch and
While you're there,
bait.
yeah.
They that is an underappreciated place to eat. I love that place. It's
Yeah,
so good.
it is. It really is. And a lot of people dry right by it and don't even. They're like, "What is that place?" And then they're gone. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
if
we have to
y'all are
stop in
going
and
down
check that out.
87. If you're ever going down 87, it is, you'll look and if you blink, you will pass it. It is very tiny. But their crab chowder, my wife swears by. She absolutely loves their crab soup. I have had their sandwiches several times. It was actually the first place that I had sheep's head,
Mm,
and delicious. Then if you are into Cajun cooking, any of that stuff, they have a great selection for you with andouille sausage. They've got all the seasonings you could get. They've got a bunch of different pickled veggies that are done Cajun style. It's a good shop. It really
You got like
is.
a little market,
Yeah.
market, but like a little market counter, meat case or whatever you want to call it, and they got stuff
Yeah.
too. Yes.
And they're ones that I've always seen. I mean, they've always got oysters. Well, not always, but
Right.
come oyster season, really good there. They're blue crab. They get them from Bio the Battery, I believe it was. So they get the good ones, and they do that. They do the truck. They drive. They go back and get it. So really, really good place. If you haven't had the opportunity, like I said, stop in there. And it also, I mean, if you're here for a couple days, go to Scooters too. Scooters Fish House is delicious. It's
Yes, it is.
a little mullet. Love it.
It's called Where Ya At. Kind of like Who Dat, but Where Ya At.
Who dat? Who dat?
Who Dat?
It's Bobby Boucher. Oh, we're coming up on that time. We're getting tired. Things are getting funky.
Y'all hear the news yet, though? That's twice now. Barry.
That's the second time. Oh, Barry, I
Okay,
swear,
what-
if this is like a D's joke, I'm going to find you, come the tournament, and I'm
What
going to
news?
drag.
What news is that, Barry? I haven't heard the news yet.
It's
Check
peanut
my text
butter jelly
messages.
time, peanut butter. Or no, actually, no, that was the wrong one.
Oh.
It was a certain ornithological piece. The bird is the word.
That's right.
Oh, come on, type faster. I'm getting
Use
older
voice.
here. Yeah, it was in my
Yeah,
scroll.
Are you even watching the show, Barry?
You're a bad friend.
You're a bad friend. I'm telling you, we put it.
That was in the scroll tonight, brother.
Yeah.
Yes, we saw it. It was pretty cool. For the tournament, it's still the 10,000.
Okay, wait.
Call me after the show. Oh, boo to this man.
Ooh. Where's the button? Ooh.
Call me after the show. We'll catch up because I think we're talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
I got nothing else, man. It's good seeing you.
Me either.
Hopefully you get out and fish. I mean,
Yeah.
you said Sunday. I'm going to try for Sunday as well. I've got my daughter is turning 13, so I get to go do 13-year-old daughter request things this weekend.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
It's awesome. Good times. As always, we appreciate everybody sticking around watching the show. And as always, share out. That's how we gain our viewership. That's how we get it out to more people. That's how we grow. Yes.
Yes, this was an off week. We're a little tired, but don't worry. We'll come back energized.
All right. Until next week, folks, y'all take care. Get out there. Tight lines.
See ya.